Why you must not eat in the dream. The truth they don't want you to know. How witches, demons, and evil people use food to attack your life. Eating in the dream might look normal, but in the spiritual world, it is a deadly attack. In today's video, I will be sharing with you what it means. I'll be revealing with you what it means and how to instantly deal with it. Welcome back to Jenny Action TV. In this particular channel, I discuss three important variables which actually help safety and spirituality. In this channel, we pray strategic prayers, we read the word of God in our heart, we believe in balance. That's why we do spiritual. So, if this is the very first time you're finding yourself in this beautiful family, you are highly welcome. Please kindly hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so as to always get my next upload. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. So, without wasting time, let's dive in. I will start with biblical warning. Bible said in Isaiah 29 verse 8, "It shall even be as when a hungry man dreameth, and behold, be eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul hath appetite, so shall the multitude of all the nations be that fight against Mount Zion." Bible records here that it shall be when a man that is hungry dream, behold, he eateth in the dream, and when he wake, he is still empty. As a man is thirsty, he dream, behold, he drinketh, when he awake, behold, he is trying to faint. So where does that food he actually ate in the dream went that the impact is not felt physically? That is to tell you, eating food in the spiritual realm, eating food in your dream is trying to connect yourself to certain evil, and that is what I'm going to be exposing. It's better you get my video on uncovering the spiritual realm to tell you that spiritual realm exists, and anybody feeding you in the spirit, because you are a physical human being, you are not supposed to eat from the spiritual. If you start eating physical food in the spiritual realm, there is a problem, and these are the problems. So one, it is demonic initiation or covenant. Take it or leave it, the Bible warns about spiritual dangers of spiritual contamination, just like 1 Corinthians 10:21. So dreaming of eating might symbolize an attempt by dark forces to initiate or reinforce a covenant, potentially leading to spiritual bondage. Number two, it might be poisoning your real life health, finances, or relationships. Eating in the dream might simply means that you are consuming certain level of negative energies that can affect your life physically. For example, physically, your health will begin to deteriorate. You begin to have poor health condition. Certain disease that ordinarily should not be part of your body, you start suffering it. Some people have become HIV positive through manipulation of dream, not that they actually contacted it physically. Some people have developed certain growth, fibroid, and some other evil growth or incurable infection through dream. So when you eat in your dream, you are attracting some dangerous negative energies that can degenerate to health problem. Again, eating in the dream can cause financial draining, which will degenerate to excessive spending as well as poor financial decision, because one way or the other you have ate that your future, you have ate your money, you have used your money to do some spiritual transaction in the dream, because in the spiritual realm, nothing is actually free. Every exchange have cost. So that somebody offer you food in the dream, it must be at expense of something, taking something that is better, and it might be your finances that is at stake. Another thing, it might be your relationship. Now, feeding you in the dream, maybe as a man, maybe that somebody is opting to be your spiritual wife, therefore no need of physical wife, and physically your physical wife will start having problem with her, and toxic relationship will come up. Before you know it, there will be some consequences, and it will end up in separation. You wouldn't know that it's that food you ate in the dream, or even you as a woman, that is causing that problem in your marriage. And it will become worse when you as a woman find yourself cooking for your husband in the dream, it simply means you have been initiated into witchcraft and you are now being used as an object to begin to attack your husband. And if that your husband is such that has spiritual knowledge and dreams such dream that the wife is feeding him in the dream, your own has finished, because he will start seeing it that you have been deliberately walk into witchcraft coven now without knowing that you are innocent, which may be, because the truth is that there are two types of witchcraft: people that deliberately entered into witchcraft and they know that they don't care to come out and are dealing with people, while people that unconsciously they have been initiated maybe through friends, unnecessary association, eating in burial, eating in wedding, they don't know that those food we are manipulated by or cooked by witchcraft people. They didn't pray very well, and before you know it, they're contaminated and they start operating without even knowing that they are there. So you have to be very careful, because eating in the dream is very dangerous. Number 3 is feeding spirit to control your destiny. That is what eating in the dream also signifies. Now let's see Proverbs 23 verse 20. Be not among wine bibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. Well, then verse 21, for the drunkards and the gluttons shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. Now when you see yourself constantly eating in the dream, you are ending up to become poor, crashing your destiny, and some spirit are feeding you in order to control your destiny and end up as the description of the man explained in this proverb 23 verse 20. You have to reflect on your waking life, identify areas where you might be poisoning your health, your finances, your relationship, and where your destiny are being manipulated through food. Eating in the dream may mean that you are unknowingly feeding some entities, some spirits, some deities to potentially be influencing your destiny, because one way or the other you may think that that food is given to you free. It is given to you in exchange of something, because in the spiritual realm nothing is free. You can get my video about certain things you should not collect directly by hand, or why you become financially drained and then you may not marry or have certain problem after collecting, or have spiritual attack after collecting that in that part 1 and 2, to understand that nothing that is exchanged is free. So that some certain things give you food in the dream, certain entities, certain individual, it doesn't matter who the person is, because spirit can take any form, can take even the form of your mother, the form of your father. Sometimes you see even your late parents feeding you in the dream. It is not them. Some entities are using them in order to potentially influence and attack your destiny, because they are taking something. So Bible says, do not be conformed to the patterns of this world, be it transformed by renewing of your mind. You are a living being. You should not be collecting your food from spiritual entities. I remember where revelation of one of the people I mentor, not physically, because apart from my people I mentor online in our spiritual school, that reminds me, if you have not enrolled in our Waking Mind Spirituality Global Academy, you are missing something. This is another opportunity. Come and join our school, because our school is a prophetic school where you are taught prophetic and apostolic dimension. Bible says by the hand of prophet that God delivered the children of Israel, and by the hand of prophet took them to their promised land. Believe me, if you must possess your possession, enter your promised land, and be what God has destined you to be, you need enough doses of spiritual knowledge, and that is what our school is offering. No amount is too much for knowledge, because believe me, the price of ignorance is what is costly. And believe me, information is power. You may never rise above information at your disposal. There are a lot to learn when it comes to spirituality. That's why I'm giving you a clarion call to come over and join our academy. You can actually chat me with WhatsApp number playing on your screen only on this matter. Please, I'm busy. I may not be able to attend to any other matter. And then in order to enroll, or check the pin comment as well as the community for more details. Believe me, you have nothing to lose, because we are using Telegram as well as WhatsApp. Is purely online. You can access all the old information and then be able to fit in where you met, and you will see your life transformed to another glorious dimension. So that having been said, I remember one of the people I mentor that gave me this particular account, that it happened that her aunt died during an accident and was in coma for 2 days. They were praying that she will come back. So While they were praying, and they noticed that her body has not become cold, that is coma, that is not dead. So they now continue praying. That all of a sudden, after 2 days, the woman returned. The account she gave them was shocking. What was the account? That she find herself where food is being shared to some of her relatives that have died. He saw them with his eyes. This world is too mysterious and deeper than you think. Sometimes when God calls people like us, he tries to connect us with some people that also have certain encounters in order to show us how deeper this world, apart from the world, is showing us. He said why they were taking that food, her own mother, that aunt mother is already late. She now came to collect food. The mother now chased her back and cut off her hand and say, and they block off her hand and say, will you get back? That is not your turn yet. Your plate is not here. This food is not is not supposed to be your own. Your own is not part of this food. And immediately she ran back. That was how she now came back to the flesh, and that was how she didn't die from that accident. There is deeper things existing in this world. Now you are still living physically, and your plate is in the spiritual world. They're always giving you food. At what expense? Nothing is actually free in this universe. They are taking something. So that is why you should stop yourself by all means not to eat any food in the dream. You must focus on renewing your mind through prayer, fasting, meditation, positive affirmation, telling God to break you from every potential covenant, spiritual contamination, that anything that you have eaten in terms of food. I made a lot of video about how to break off from eating food, that you must wash and deliver yourself now, because believe me, you must avoid eating food. And let me conclude with law of manifestation, because believe me, I am getting a lot of revelations about this law. That's why I put it practically on every video I make now. And you have to come and join my new channel, that which is Awaken Mind Global, so that your mind will be awakened on the realities of this world, and you will know how you pull everything you want from this spiritual to physical, because they are already existing. Instead of going there to go and take what does not belong to you, you have to pull it all into this physical realm to take it. So instead of eating in the spiritual realm, you pull that food physically through financial explosion, and you buy whatever you want. The law of manifestation actually states that your thoughts, emotions shape your reality. So if you are consistently dream of eating, consider the following. Reflect on your thoughts and emotion. Identify negative thought patterns or emotion that be manifesting in your dream, because dream come as a multitude of business. Whenever you cultivate the habit of thinking about food, wishing that you ate enough, feeling that you are drained, you are not eating how you're supposed to be, you will end up eating in the dream, because they will come to satisfy that. So be satisfied with whatever you have, because godliness with contentment is actually great gain. And again, shift your focus, cultivate positive thoughts, gratitude and mindfulness to attract more desirable reality. Thank God for what you have now, what you possess, who you are now. When you constantly begin to thank God and have positive mindset that whatever you need will come, it will come. But whenever you are feeling like drained, you are not eating what you're supposed to eat, I'm supposed to have this and not having it, when you are filled with such thoughts, you will invite negative entities that will come to feed you in the dream, which is not the best for you. So if you have not subscribed to be part of this family, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe, hit the bell notification so as to always get my next upload. Comment on this video, share it widely to everyone. Man, shall be helping a lot of people. So do so, may God bless you. So with this, I say enjoy your day.